Hello, everyone. This is my case study presentation on business law. I'm Richard Dragicevich. All right, so a little bit of presentation overview. So we have the introduction to the case, we have identifying the tort, elements of negligence, possible defenses, legal outcome, and recommendations for business practices. So, introduction of the case. Green Grove Mall is a popular shopping destination, especially during the holiday season. Lisa, a customer, also a plaintiff, slipped and fell near the entrance of one of the mall's anchor stores. The area was recently mopped but lacked any warning signs indicating the floor was actually wet. Due to this, Lisa suffered a broken arm and a mild concussion. Security cameras in the area indicated that there were no warning signs, such as a wet floor sign, visible in the area. Lisa, the plaintiff, is suing Green Grove Mall, claiming negligence for failing to properly warn customers of the hazard. Green Grove Mall claims that Lisa should have been paying more attention and is partly responsible for her injuries. So, identifying the tort. Lisa's injury was completely unintentional. So Green Grove Mall had no intention of actually harming Lisa. Green Grove Mall did, however, have a duty of care to maintain a safe environment for shoppers. They did fail to warn customers by not placing any wet floor warning signs out in the area. This is an example of negligence, not intentional harm or strict liability. Negligence is the failure to use degree of care that a reasonable person of ordinary prudence would use in the light of surrounding facts and circumstances. And the law of negligence imposes a duty on people to use reasonable care to avoid foreseeable harm to foreseeable victims. So the foreseeable harm, wet floor, no wet floor signs, and then foreseeable victims. It was a very busy shopping weekend. So this is a tort of negligence. So negligence has four elements. So duty of care, Green Grove Mall owed a duty of care to maintain a safe environment to protect its customers. They breached it by actually failing to place out wet floor warning signs. And then damages, Lisa suffered a broken arm and concussion, both physical injuries with medical costs associated with them. And then the causation. So we have cause and fact. Lisa slipped on the floor and was injured. And then the mall's failure to warn was closely connected to her injuries, making it foreseeable that someone would slip. That is the causation. So possible defenses that Green Grove Mall has. So the mall may argue that Lisa was not paying attention to her surroundings. This likelihood is very moderate to low success. Courts may reduce damages if the plaintiff was partially negligent, but the primary duty of care rests on the property owner, so Green Grove Mall. The absence of the warning signs is a strong allegation against the mall held by the plaintiff, Lisa. The mall may also argue the assumption of risk, so Lisa voluntarily exposed herself to the known hazard. The likelihood of success is very low because, one, they weren't advertising the obvious hazard there, and then two, floors aren't really that obvious that they are wet. You might see it, but very well not. So this likelihood of success is very low. So the likely winner is Lisa, the plaintiff. The mall clearly breached its duty by failing to place warning signs, and the harm was foreseeable and directly caused by the mall's negligence. Defenses like contributory negligence are weak because the hazard was not obvious. So, Lisa, due to these three causes here, she is the likely winner of this legal case. Then we have Baines versus Home Depot. So this is a very similar case that happened. Baines, the plaintiff, actually slipped and fell on a slippery substance in a Home Depot store. Baines claims negligence and breach of duty of care because Home Depot failed to warn of the dangerous condition. It was found that Home Depot knew about the spill long enough and they did not fix or warn about it to any other customers. So the plaintiff was actually awarded damages of $44,383 and 61 cents to cover medical expenses. This is a very, very close case to the Green Grove versus Lisa case. So this is how I really got my basis for saying that Lisa is the likely winner of this case. This is very similar. We had a plaintiff slipped on a slippery surface, and there were no warning signs indicating the hazard. So, recommendations for business practices. So, we have safety measures. Green Grove should require mandatory placement of wet floor signs whenever cleaning occurs. And then management conducts frequent inspections of high traffic areas. They should also train cleaning and security staff and, most likely, general employee staff on hazard protection and customer safety protocols. They should also replace current flooring with slip-resistant flooring near entrances and high-traffic areas. This, however, does incur a cost, so one of the more cost-effective options would be establishing clear reporting and cleaning procedures for spills and hazards. This gets the entire Green Grove staff team on the same page, making sure that Green Grove Mall holds up its duty of care to its customers, creates a safe environment for all that are in there. So that is my presentation. Thank you for listening.